What's up, guys? Nathan Bennett here, Project My Life. Believe in yourself, trust the process, practice patience. I said numbers, episode 50 to 59 is going to be all, I'm going to be pulling people in. I know. Well, that's kind of how I found you, or kind of how I recruited you a little bit.
Did.
Literally
From the street.
literally ran down the street after him because he was running, and we were doing a workshop in here, so I wanted to get him in here and tell him about it. But anyway, long story short, I told you briefly earlier that I want to find people in here in Body who have been using the core principles, believe in yourself, trust the process, and practice patience, and actually finding value in that and actually doing something with it and becoming a better version of themselves, right?
Yes.
So I ran into Johnny in Starbucks on Saturday? Sunday.
Yeah.
And
Just got my haircut.
there, fresh.
Yes.
Fresh. So he was talking about how excited he was. He just hit a PR on the bench press, which was what? How much?
205 for reps for 6.
205 for 6. Now, we also always reminisce about where John started. He was a runner, marathon runner. His max bench for
135 when I started.
was 135 pounds. Now he's doing 205 for 6 sets of that.
So close to 225.
Right. See, when you reach your goals, you still want more. So you kind of have to be enjoying the process as well, right?
Oh,
but
yeah.
he's been determined to get two plates on it. In fact, you have done it before, right? At least for one, or no?
For 1.
All right.
But not repped yet.
All right. So.
I'm going to rep it.
All right. Gotcha. So, some people are never happy. I'm just kidding.
True.
But Johnny, which one of those 3 core principles do you find the most valuable?
I think the practice patience, because it does take a while to do stuff. Anything that you want takes time to get. You know, if it's worth it, you spend the time to get it. So that's the one I find.
And I've been documenting John along the way. He's competed in a few competitions. In fact, he just won his first competition out in California, and he was not a runner. He was in shape cardiovascularly, but he's skinny fat, right? I actually did an article about that. I used you for example too, because although he was in shape, his body fat was way higher than his muscle ratio, and it kind of put him in the obese category. Even though he was an athlete, he was a marathon runner. So Johnny, talk about you patience. It's not easy for people to practice patience. It took you 3 years to really increase your bench press and actually transform your body to the point now where you're running at like 10 to 12 body fat percentage all year long. When you started close to 20, if not more.
Yeah, at least 20.
22 or something like that, right?
Probably.
So people at home watching this, listening to this, it may not be easy for them to practice patience. They want the results. They want that quick kind of action. What do you any suggestions?
It's just keep at it. You know, you may think it's a long distance. It's kind of like doing the marathon. Every step helps you get there. So every day you go in, you may not see that much difference. It may not seem that far, but you are progressing. You know, one day you're at 145, next day you're at 150. You know, it's in the middle there. It may not seem that difference, but it is slowly getting you there. You know, one step is one step forward.
Compounding.
You know?
And a compounding effect, right?
Yep. It just keeps you going. So, you know, get up, keep doing it. You'll eventually get there. You know, yes, there may be a few days setbacks, but you'll still eventually progress to where you get to your goal finally. So.
Talk about consistency for a minute. Johnny is here literally 6 days a week.
I made you guys up your unlimited.
Right. Right. Oh, pricing you mean?
No, the unlimited you had like unlimited was like
30
cents,
right.
which I went through in a month, so I used up an unlimited program.
Right. I don't know how that's possible, but Johnny did it, and we accommodated because it's literally unlimited. But that's not saying that everybody has to do that.
No.
Not everybody can commit to that much. Not everybody wants to commit to that much. But this is just the reality of like what it really takes to transform and really get to those goals that you think you may want. And when you're here's another thing that I stole from Gary Vee, but your actions need to match your ambitions.
Yes.
Right. So if you want to look and feel and be, you know, looking like an athlete, feeling like an athlete, then it takes time.
Yeah.
Now, could Johnny have done it? It might have taken Johnny longer if he didn't go so aggressive and you didn't do 5 to 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Right? But that's just giving you 5 to 6 days a week for the past 3 years. It's taken John to transform his body. And he's a competitive athlete now, competitive bodybuilder. Right, exactly. You still have abs?
A little bit.
Still have them.
Yeah.
All right. So, consistency. How do people
That's
stay
after Thanksgiving.
There you go. Did you weigh yourself?
I did.
Did you actually gain or lose?
Gained.
Okay,
So yeah,
cool. Well,
182. So
how much did you gain?
2 pounds. So
Johnny will put that to work.
yeah, exactly.
Good stuff, man. But good for you. You enjoyed it?
Oh yeah.
You didn't, sacrifice?
Nope.
Good.
Yeah, I mean it's one meal. You have to you can do that one meal of Thanksgiving, but then the weeks in between, just get back onto it. One meal's not going to hurt you.
You can use Johnny for a couple different things, and it comes down to consistency and actually practicing patience. John also started when he was trying to lose weight in the beginning. His macros or his numbers, his carbs were they were lower. My left shoulder's getting rocked right now holding this shit. It's leg day too. All right, but Johnny started at, I don't know what your numbers were in the beginning, but they were lower carbs,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Do you remember? Right off the top of your
Say
head?
like 150. Maybe?
All right, so 150 carbs when he was trying to lose
Yeah.
weight. Right now,
It's hard.
we always talk about consistency and how you don't have to always have a restricted calorie diet. Eventually, you can increase your food, and that's
Yep.
when you manipulate your metabolism to handle more food. You can, increase your carbs, increase your protein take, and actually build muscle,
is
and that's where the magic
Crazy,
happens.
but cool.
Right. So think about that. You're actually your body fat is lower.
Yeah.
You're eating more food, and you're getting stronger.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where the magic
cool.
happens. Not a lot of people are able to get to that
Yeah.
point, So towards the end of your training, how many carbs were you at?
300.
And you were still.
Still losing.
So there you go. So people who are in a calorie I keep switching my hands because my left shoulder's getting rocked. Those of you who are listening, I'm holding the camera. No, you're good. You're the guest. You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be having to hold the camera. Right. This is Pomo 4 Productions right now. Project My Life. All right. Good stuff, Johnny. Any final words or anything you want to share to the people out there listening or watching?
No, just keep practicing patience.
That's
what it
that's
is.
one you find most valuable with.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, guys, you heard it from John.
Yeah.
I'll share some pictures and talk a little bit more about John's story, but I'm trying to keep this on. We still have 2 minutes. You want to just talk about anything? How's your life going, bro?
It's going good.
What kind of program are you on right now?
I'm on the Amped 2.2.
Okay.
So,
Another thing, Johnny tried every one of our programs, beta tested it because there's a lot of
Yeah.
typos and there's a lot of things that I could be working on for as far as dotting my I's and crossing my T's. I'm not the best with that.
But luckily, I can ask right away. What did you mean here?
I just talked to Benito about that yesterday. I said the benefit of being here is you had the program, but you also
Oh,
have
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
So the program, the tactical stuff is one thing, having it on a piece of paper, but you can ask
Yeah.
me anything, and I can coach you through anything.
Oh yeah, and besides the typos, if you have a question why are we doing this? What's the benefit of having this and then this? That's always helpful too.
What's the biggest? What do you find most valuable with that program?
The progress that you see with it is actually one of the biggest things. With practicing patience, like this one, the 2.2, you can see the improvements because you go back to what you did the first week and the 8th week, and it's oh, I can do, 205 what I did 185 back then.
How can we get it better? How can we make it better?
I don't know, maybe have some more videos on how you do some of the workouts, because what is a chicken wing?
Create more content. You heard it. So
Yeah.
those of you who are getting sick of my shit, you gotta listen to
More!
Johnny.
Want more.
Johnny wants more of it. All right, guys, believe in yourself, trust the process. Thank you very much. Wait, believe in yourself, trust the process. I forgot practice patience because I said it so many times. Wow, see that? That's how it goes. Thank you, guys.